Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Neon Caster Twitch channel. I am your androgynous AI game show host from the future caster. Goodness, it is so glad. I'm genuinely really glad to be doing a tabletop RPG on air again. It's been a hot minute. I hope you're all doing fantastically, and I hope that you can all hear my glowing voice alongside the background music that we've got going. Is that coming through for everybody? Please do let me know. Please do let me know. I'll also continue to adjust the microphone height so I'm speaking into it correctly like a big boy. There we go. Yeah. But yes, I hope you're all doing fantastically. Yes, it's been a hot second since we last did a tabletop RPG on channel. We've been playing the video games for a while I've had this and a handful of other stream ideas bubbling in the background, but it's good to be back. Big Bang Superstars is actually a tabletop RPG system that I wrote with the illustrious Grant Howitt. He's been working with a variety of other tabletop RPG designers to make one-page RPGs, and this is mine that I worked with them. If you can, I will promote it now and double check that the bot works. Get game. Yes, the bot works. Absolutely. Hi, Swanson Bomb. Thank you for joining. Yes, you can obtain the game we're about to play tonight absolutely free on Grant Howitt's Patreon by clicking that link. There'll be a reminder as we play because I want all of you to go and obtain this game that is designed for actual play for absolutely free. But enough of me rambling. Let me go and introduce my fabulous contestants for this evening. Let's go from top to bottom of what we have on screen. First up, we have Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing?
I am raring to go.
Absolutely. Tell the glamorous people out there what it is you do, the stuff that you have made.
Hello. I wrote quite a lot of one-page RPGs at various points. I just like making things. Some of them never see the light of day outside my home groups, but I like to keep busy.
Yeah. No, absolutely. You've made some really cool stuff. We've also appeared on a podcast together, Roll on the Adventure, where we made entire RPGs from scratch over the course of 2 hours, which if you wanted a creative design challenge, that I will tell you that is definitely a game design mental workout. But yes, it's fantastic to have you back on the show again. Up next, we have the absolutely delightful Ozzkore. Hello.
Greetings, Nathan. The internet, greetings. I haven't actually spoken out into the internet in so long. Hello.
Well, I'm glad that I can be your re-debut. We'll be seeing everybody's pretty faces in just a moment. We're just audio for the moment now. But yes, tell everybody about yourself, Ozzkore.
Yeah, so I'm from the Shadowcasters Network. You can see a whole bunch of actual plays and different tabletop RPG related stuff on that YouTube channel. So go and check it out.
Thank you very much. Also, thank you very much, Valdrant, for the raid of 13. Good evening, everybody. I am your androgynous android game show host from the future caster. It is an absolute delight to meet you. Hello. I bet you've never seen a tabletop RPG run by a VTuber before. We're out in full force trying new things today. But enough about me. Let's move on to our third fantastic guest. We have Vivien. Hello, Vivien.
Hi, good evening. It's wonderful to be here. I'm having a lovely time.
Yeah.
I also write tabletop RPGs. I'm just getting started. I'm about to release my second. They're at genderphage.itch.io. And I'm just excited to be here.
I definitely should have asked for everybody's promo links before we went live so that I can post them into the chat when people talked about them. It's fine. I will remember to do that after the ad break. But yes, so everybody will be able to actually go and follow you on itch at some point during the stream. I hope all is well. We're decompressing from some Emberwind love. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, and last but by absolutely no means least, we have the illustrious Tempest. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm absolutely amazing. Now that we're live and now that we're ready, tell everybody what you do.
Oh, well, I am Morgan, aka Tempest, and I'm a streamer here on Twitch at Tempest TT Games. And I also write tabletop RPG games, and I'm working on a board game as well. I do a few things. I also do world building on my stream, as well as some design content. At the moment, I'm kind of in a bit of a lull because I'm in between multiple things. It all like came together at the same time and was like, we're gonna take a break from streaming now. So, but I will be back next week with something on Mondays.
Oh, well, we look forward to seeing what other stuff you put together. Good evening, Metal Jaw. Thank you for joining us. Yes, those are our illustrious guests for this evening. They will be our fabulous contestants on Big Bang Superstars. That would also be... Would you know that I did all the prep for this stream, all the tech, but what I did not do is actually open up the game file so I can actually read the rules. That would be an important thing to do. Good evening, Will. Thank you so much for joining us and helping out with mod duties today. Depending on how circumstances go, we might need it. Actually, I'll run into this as we start because this is one of the general discussion topics. We're currently in the middle of raid bot and hate raid season. I've done my best on my side to make sure that we are prepared for such an eventuality. I will be doing my best to make sure that none of that ruins the stream. If it does happen to interrupt things, I apologize deeply, but we do have things in hand and we'll be sorting it as soon as we can. Please, Will, if you wouldn't mind assisting if such a thing should happen, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, to read the box text for Big Bang Superstars, there are 7 people alive at the end of the universe, and they all hate each other. These powerful cosmic warlocks are locked in a once-per-millennium contest, the winner of which will be crowned king of space, and remake the cosmos in a manner that pleases them. The contest is being televised. Yes, I do have the block list manager. That took, I think, a day and a half of running to block about 300,000 different bot accounts. It took a while, but we've done the work. Oh, hi, Grant. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and just checking in. The game that we've made is absolutely beautiful and I love it a lot. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to go and make it with you. It's been good. But yes, right, with all of that out of the way, let's move over to game screen. Everybody's faces are now here. You're now on screen, everybody. Go wave hello. Let all of them know how fabulous y'all are. Fantastic. Yes. So to start out, because this game is designed to be really easy to set up, we're going to do our kind of character creation live on air. So we're gonna get some character creation music going. Let's go and let's set up with this one. This seems like a nice jam for it. Perfect. So everybody, in terms of generating their characters, is rolling 3 sets of 2d6 to determine your messy personality, your artistic expression, and your magic style, because you are all super powerful cosmic beings. Not only are you astoundingly fashionable, you're also astoundingly powerful. You could wipe swathes of the human race off the face of the universe with the snap of your fingers, should you choose. The music is maybe a tad quiet. I will knock that up a little bit for you. Hold on, let me just do that for you. That should be a little louder for y'all. Please let me know if the volume of that is any better. We'll continue to adjust if it still remains a little low. But thank you for letting me know. Hopefully everybody else's audio is okay. That's better. Okay, fantastic. Thanks for letting me know. Who wants to go first in terms of setting up their character? Who would like to go first?
I can if no one else wants to take it.
Absolutely.
I'll put it at the deep end.
No problem at all. So we can do this either using Roll20, or if you have a dice on you, you can roll just 2d6 in the comfort of your own home. But let's start with your messy personality. Dave, of your character?
I mean, I got a 6. I am hungry for the glory.
It's each category. So it's 1 in the first category and 5 in the second. So you are a false, friendly, pretentious artist.
One I wanted.
There may be more than one pretentious artist. We don't know yet, but that sounds it's a great start. Absolutely. The next
I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Up next, we want your artistic expression. Another 2d6 for me, please.
So that is a 4 and 1, giving us sensuous weaving.
Your main performance style.
What I'm doing with my arms here.
I mean, you get to define what the weaving is and how it is sensuous. And finally, you have a magic style.
Yeah. I got a 5 and a 1.
A digital high sorcery is your magic style.
Oh, I'm a weaver of code.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. We also get to take an opportunity to decide other non-mechanical things about yourself. What your kind of like name and title are, how you look weird or non-human, fabulous things about your like outfit and so on. What kind of aesthetic details would you like to make true about yourself?
Okay. So I'm thinking that after so long interacting with the digital realm, they are only partly real. Their body trails off into digits and like numbers and symbols. The lambda calculus of the code of the universe laid bare.
Nice. We'll give you a moment to kind of like work out what your character name is, and also so I should probably like add those onto the screen so people can see what they are. But for now, let's go on to whoever wants to go next. Who wants to generate their character next?
I'll do it.
Absolutely. All right, Oz, give me 2d6 for your messy personality.
I'm incredibly nervous. I'm curious to see finally what the combinations are.
6 and 4.
Glory hungry attention seeker. Okay.
I mean, that's definitely, I can think of a lot of reality TV characters where glory hungry attention seeker would fit that kind of deal.
I'm pretty basic. All right, next. Artistic expression. Crystalline painting.
Ooh.
That's kind of, I like that.
Doing the roll tables for these was actually a lot of fun.
Imagine.
Yeah, the potential that somebody could get sensuous grilling as an artistic expression is just.
Oh man, I wish I got that one. Okay, last one. Magic style is nuclear true naming. What is true naming?
Oh, so you know how like in Fey mythology, knowing somebody's actual name gives you power over them? I do believe that is the idea of what true naming is, but it can mean whatever the hell you want it to mean.
Okay, I'll figure that one out.
Is there anything about your kind of like style and your aesthetics that you would like to make true?
I feel like what I want to be is this, maybe like a face and like this fur blob that just kind of shifts around and just has a set of hands that either they walk on or sculpt with or. I'm kind of digging this vibe, and I have no reason for this existing. So let's make this happen.
Yeah, impossible bodies are definitely the name of the game here.
Yep.
All right, who's up next?
I will go.
Absolutely.
All
Give me
right.
2d6 for your messy personality.
Let's see. 3 and a 5.
Ooh, that makes you a loud and proud pretentious artist. We have a second pretentious artist in the building, everybody.
Wow.
Who'd have guessed?
You might be rivals.
Ooh, yeah. I will not stop telling you about how you could improve your work.
Oh boy! Oh no! We already have some divas up in here. Okay, artistic expression. Let's get to D6.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all
That's
good.
me again. I just spaced out. That's okay because it's all about space. 1 and 5.
Ooh, holographic skating.
Ooh. Holographic skating. Now, which is the holographic part? Is it the skates or the place that you do the skating?
I mean, that's entirely up for you to decide, and you get to decide what you skate on. You know, is it a skateboard? Is it like Heelys? Like what you skating?
No, it's definitely quads. I may be a little into some derby. Yeah, no, I think that for sure my skates are actually holographic. They're just the whole like I'm all about hitting the spotlight just right and blinding somebody on the track.
Perfect. And are there any kind of your magic style?
Yeah, let's see. 6 and 3.
You are also true naming. You are quantum true naming, which
Quantum true naming.
true naming in other realities maybe.
Very,
Okay.
very small names. Tiny names.
Or very cold. Very, very cold. Okay, I'll have to think about how that can be quantum. That could be interesting.
I mean, if you're spitting truths that are very cold, that is definitely a diva
Quantum
archetype.
naming, bitch. Wait, can I swear? Are we okay to swear on this? Okay.
We're post watershed here in the UK. It's after 9. You can swear as much as you
Excellent.
want.
That's right.
Also, this is reality TV. We better be allowed to.
Oh yeah.
This reminds me a thing that I have to test. Give me a second. An important thing that I have to test. Where's the sound effects section?
Yes. The
Okay,
shade button.
the shade button works. The shade button works.
Yes.
Absolutely. Are there any things about your aesthetics that you would like to determine?
I'm all about the celestial looks. I'm all about like this is my necklace of galaxies.
Ah, yes.
It's all about the shine and the bling and the just blinding you with my utter magnificence.
Blinding.
So to be fair, you probably can't see like the edges of me. You know?
You've got like a corona effect going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Vivien.
Let's go. Let's have a go.
Good roll. That 2d6.
2d6. Is that how you do it? Yes.
Yeah, exactly. 5 and 1. Making you a spooky ooky ice queen.
I should work with that.
I must. Spooky ooky was also one of my favorite things to add into the table. I definitely enjoyed that one. Perfect. I mean, I already get a very good impression already what kind of character archetype you might be. Your artistic expression.
Okay, let's do that again. 2d6.
5 and 3. And angelic vocals.
Of course. Makes sense.
I mean, this might be traditional biblical angels, maybe. Many
There are lots
eyes,
of
wheels
angels.
within wheels. Nice. And your magic style.
Style. 6.
Double 6. quantum evocation.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have no idea what that means. Have fun.
Okay.
If that means something, I don't know, but we're going for it. Perfect. I mean, people who know more about Dungeons and Dragons can correct me, but evocation magic is the one that lets you throw fireballs and conjure things out of nothing, right? Yeah. Well, you know, he's a conjurer. You're a spooky, ooky magician.
Yeah. Okay.
Any aesthetics that you want to set?
I'm imagining some sort of... How spooky are we going? Oh, maybe. Am I just a ghost with a sheet and 2 eye holes?
Literally a sheep ghost. Okay.
Yeah. A sort of Medjed situation. 2 little feet poking out the bottom.
Literally a sheep ghost.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that. Very good. Yeah, okay. We have our skills and our vibes. So let's go and determine our names. The chat says literal sheet ghost, oh my god, the energy. So yes, we're the fans out there are already loving it. But yeah, let's go and determine names.
Fan favorite.
Well, fan favorite is a mechanic in this game, so we'll get to that. Hold on. A thing that I should have made in advance but didn't. So now chat has to see big text appear. But shall we go from the top down? Tempest, what have you decided your character name is?
Oh, my character name is, let's see, if we're going to go with the derby theme, let's say, okay, Diamond Debbie.
Diamond Debbie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just now in Debbie's. It's now just like absolutely giant on the screen. There we go. We're gonna just go. You can tell I'm a professional. You can tell I've been doing this for literally years. Okay. And what pronouns does Diamond Debbie use?
Diamond Debbie is definitely a they them. They don't want to be known.
If this ever changes at any point, because you're infinite beings and can be whatever the fuck you want.
Oh.
So if you decide it no longer fits, let me know and I'll update it.
All right.
Hell yeah. Right, let's duplicate that. Hold on. Duplicate. We're gonna drag this over here. Oz, what is your character name?
I'm gonna go by the name of Zzyphglyzze.
Oh, motherfucker, you're gonna have to spell me that.
Yeah. ZZY. PH. GLY.
GLY. ZZE.
And there's an umlaut above the P, but I don't think your human keyboard can.
Yeah. My human OBS definitely can't handle that. Zzyphglyzze. I got that. That's such a hip. It seems like such a hip hop name. You have definitely worked with like Snoop Dogg on at least one occasion. Hi, Made in a Sweatshop. Thank you for joining us this evening. Yes, what is Zzyphglizze's pronouns?
Oh, definitely they them. It's a
Absolutely.
giant fur blob. So hands.
Got it. Vivien.
I've been writing some words. I've been writing some random words on a piece of paper.
Okay,
And I've
yeah.
ended up with Eidolon Clytemnestra disjunct.
Oh my god. Eidolon. Clytemnestra spelt how with what letter?
Clytemnestra.
Because it's Eidolon, Clytemnestra, and then a third word. I already forgot it.
Disjunct.
Disjunct.
I'm a former logician at heart. What can I say?
I'm gonna have to make that a bit smaller, but we're fine. We're fine. Eidolon C. Eidolon C disjunct.
Eidolon C disjunct.
Yeah, there we go. Pronouns?
She, her. Ice Queen. Trad Ice Queen.
Mm-hmm. And last but by no means least, Dave.
I am the ninth glorious manifold of the Earth programmer. You know, I'm to project my higher self down into dimensions that you can comprehend. But you can call me
This
Maxie.
JRPG does not have the character count for that name, friend.
But you can call me Mandy.
Thank you.
Nice.
With a Y or an IE.
I think it's just the I.
Yeah.
As programmers hate writing more letters than they can. If they don't
Sick.
have to.
Love it. Love it. And what pronouns is Mandy?
She, her.
Fantastic. There we go. So we have Diamond Debbie, Zzyphglyzze, Eidolon C disjunct, and Mandy. Fantastic. Fantastic. Gosh. I have to. Oh, well, I suppose I actually have to go and run the TV show that we're on. Okay. Right. Places, everybody. This is going to be our big show. We're going to be broadcasting to literally everybody on Earth. So it is a relatively small audience in the grand scheme of things in the universe, but still, they have pretty high expectations for all of us. So I'll be ready.
I'm ready to win.
Wow. Oh, yes. We have to make sure. Oh, no, yes. You're ready to win. Perfect, Zzyphglyzze. Diamond Debbie, are you ready? Was your rider okay?
Oh, absolutely fine. Let's just get on with it, shall we?
Okay.
I mean,
fair enough.
The sooner I win, the sooner we get out of here.
Look, you don't need to save the mouthing off the contestants when we're on air. Yeah, you don't need to give me any of that. All right, Eidolon, you ready?
I suppose so.
Mm-hmm. Was the well, we didn't have a makeup artist fee, but was the tailor up to standard? Do you feel that your sheet is properly hemmed?
I feel my abilities should rightfully, come through despite any shoddy work on your part.
Oh, I see. That's fine. I think that means that she's good to go. Okay. Mandy, is everything good? Everything in order?
Everything is in order.
Okay. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. I don't know why I'm nervous about this. I've been doing this for literally millennia, but we've got to make it happen correctly. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. It's like an ordinary day on Earth. I think everybody is. The year is 2021, and the entirety of the UK and beyond has decided that they want to tune into the Euros. Because football is important when you also get to be a nationalist at the same time. And this is going to be the England are in the finals. It's a big deal. Everybody's got their mind blown about it and they're really excited. And as the match is about to start, suddenly all the TV screens across the planet static out and then turn into a test card. And we see families in picture, all very confused as to what on earth is going on. And then suddenly, space, an endless void, and within it, a single television studio. No walls, just the kind of like main platform, studio lighting, audience seats, a judge's panel, and then just distant stars. And strutting out onto camera is me, your androgynous AI game show host from the future cast. You know who I am. You know how astoundingly sexy we are on this channel. Hello, everybody. And there are just like ordinary families on Earth being like, what the fuck is going on? Change the channel. They changed the channel. It's just this again. They unplugged the TV. The broadcast is still going. I'm afraid we've hijacked your regular programming for something a little bit more interesting. After all, we are determining the fate of the universe. The aesthetics, the gravity, the general laws of nature could be changed in the outcome of this competition. But we have to go and introduce our finalists. We have, not only do we have our 4 top competitors, we've also invited 3 general ne'er-do-wells to go and shake things up on the other side. So let's go and introduce our ne'er-do-wells first, shall we? And strutting onto, let's see, what do we have for our kind of like ominous welcoming in music? Let's see. Let's go for something a bit more low pace. There we go. Didn't envisage this as a horror game, but here we are. Absolutely. First, stepping onto the stage is actually a surprisingly humanoid figure. They are entirely enswathed in what seems to be really expansive, free-flowing cloth. There's no wind in space, and yet the cloth moves entirely on its own. We didn't see them walk onto stage. We just all kind of collectively blinked, and they were there. They react by just slowly tilting their head to the side. And with that single tilt, the audience of shadowy figures that are also in space, our live studio audience, go and scream and clap and lose their shit for that single slight head turn. For this is Verity. Then, following, making their way to the stage, is another how to put this, like incredibly let's see, we had these descriptions before, like incredibly like amalgamated would be the best way to describe them. They are patchworks of anybody and everybody from every stage of humanity at once combined. Almost randomly into a human. Growing out of their head instead of hair is like an illustrious shining twist of like bismuth, known only as, and specifically in this tone of voice as, she. And finally, what appears to be like a large cloak just drifts onto the stage, and then manifesting out of it is a head, which makes sense, and then some like feet separate from, with no body or legs, which makes a little less sense, and then way too many pairs of hands. The only thing kind of keeping this like maelstrom of loose appendages in check is a single like Hot Topic style choker in a heart shape with a little padlock in the middle of it. And this is Lockhart. They grin with their winning smile, their too wide smile that stretches infinitely in either direction as they grin. These 3 are, well, let's say, I mean, they're not going to win the competition. We just kind of had them here to cause a little bit of drama. But, you know, having just 4 people in the running felt like it would make things a little too easy. So we threw these in for some spice. But they're going to go real quickly. And as Caster just verbally and openly insults them on stage, they all kind of look very kind of put out in the background. Verity turns their head the other way in disdain, very, very slightly, a couple of millimeters. But these chuckle fucks are important. We're here to go and welcome our actual contestants. Please, everybody, go and give a round, warm welcome to. Let's see who's going on first. We are going to be welcoming onto the stage Eidolon C. Disjunct. Everybody, hello.
Hello. I prefer my full name is used to address me. Eidolon Clytemnestra Disjunct. I am going to win. and I think all this unnecessary, show is sort of a bit ghost.
In kind of like stage whisper, like caster turns round and puts a hand behind their mouth. It's like, hey, look, we have a massive advertiser on this one, and they really need us to go and like over egg the pudding. So can you just please play ball for like 30 seconds? I swear to God. Excellent.
It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, there we go. Are you going to have an opening display of force for our hungry crowd excited to see what you can do?
Okay, I suppose. All the matter in the universe just shifted to the right by about 3 millimeters. You can't tell, but it did.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Like just being the to small scale that just slightly, everything on Earth shifts a little bit. And with the moon now being 3 millimeters out of alignment, the seas on Earth just go absolutely nuts. Just the slight shift that you caused. Absolutely. There we go, everybody. Such a both a gigantic and minuscule display of skill and force. There we go. Up next, we have to welcome the Zzyphglyzze to the building.
Zzyphglyzze in the house. Boom, boom. He comes in with theme music and just rolls onto the stage, bouncing like flubber. And with each bounce, more and more glass shatters on Earth. Windows, television sets. Well, not television sets. We have to keep those.
Oh no!
Just glass windows, coffee tables.
I like the idea. I like the idea that everybody in Earth, despite this being like 2021, still has like CRT screens, and with the glass removed, the screen is still playing the broadcast. Not even destroying the TV is stopping this broadcast from going out to the people.
I love that. Yes, that is exactly what occurs, and with a flourish, just hands.
Ooh.
I'm Zzyphglyzze. I look forward to being your next king of space.
One of the shadowy members in the space audience like screams like a preteen seeing their pop star hero and just passes out and evaporates into space matter upon you arriving on stage. Absolutely. Following that up, that's a tough act to follow, but I'm sure Mandy can follow that up.
So the sort of center of the catwalk shatters and glitches and twists, and through the tear, jagged in space, steps the figure of Mandy. She looks very, very human. Apart from that, the bottom half of her sort of trails off into digitalness, like floating numbers and like floating symbols and floating polygons, and maybe just a slight glimpse of those white and pink striped programmer socks.
Yes.
Only just briefly for a moment. She kind of like smiles really gently and reaches out through the TV, through all the TVs, a shard of glass, and sort of tilts and looks at it slightly, and words kind of like flash in her eyes, and all the shards of glass turn into Porygon, the Pokemon. And she pulls one back out through the TV, smiles at it, and tosses it to a member of the shadowy audience.
Yeah. I like the idea of the Times Square jumbotron just has a gigantic hand reach through it and just snatch some poor motherfucker just in the street and turns them into an interdimensional Porygon. Yeah, absolutely. That Porygon, that singular Porygon that you retrieve, coalesced from the infinite number of hands, goes for billions and billions of space bucks on space eBay, as that is pulled through. And
waves and kind of sachets off to the side.
not only are contestants fighting for the fate of the universe, they're also fighting for a market share on Space eBay. This show has been sponsored by Space eBay. Following up, last but absolutely not least, we have Diamond Debbie.
Hello, Caster.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Debbie. It's been too long.
And as you say that, like, all the stars dim for a second and then flare. And the Diamond Debbie was kind of in shadow before, but now the cameraman cannot get a good look of Diamond Debbie. That it's just too much flare and it just coming from every direction, from the necklace of galaxies around their neck. It's just magnificent, and the room and pretty much everywhere in the universe just gets a couple degrees colder.
This, like, impossible vision of you broadcast to everybody on Earth is incomprehensible for that period of time, except Jeff, who's 8 years old and lives in Milton Keynes, understands the look entirely, and their eyes now turn into permanently flaming diamonds now that they truly understand.
Just absolutely, well, it's no surprise that I'm here, Caster. I mean, I am the sharpest jammer that you will ever see, and I will give all of these other beings the worst rash. It's just gonna be, they're gonna get the absolute most amazing rink rash. It's gonna be stellar, Caster.
Like, Stella looks to the camera and smiles with a winning smile. I have absolutely no idea what that means. Moving on. We have to, before we get into it, we have to make sure that our audience on Earth are able to access our voting system. Yes, indeed. You, real people in the chat, will be able to vote at certain points in this game. And hopefully the Twitch bot will do the thing. Hold on. So we are going to start this vote. Let me see how long. No. Use timer. We want it for 1 minute. Start. Okay. Yeah. That works. Fantastic. So vote. So you can. Hopefully that works. How it goes. Yeah. Is it with brackets? Let's see. We've never tested this before. Thank you for being the first people to test with us. Hopefully that works how that's supposed to work. And it's not like, for example, vote. Hold on. It might need a space. It might need to be like that. We'll see. If it is supposed to be like that, I will fix it. I apologize. Where is the poll settings? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Poll has concluded. Can no longer vote on anything. Absolutely me. 1 with 2 votes. So it works.
Must need the space then.
Yeah, you need the space. Okay, fantastic. I will go and fix that on my side. Thank you for being guinea pigs. Unfortunately, it's not a thing that I can test unless I'm live. So I was kind of like, Godspeed. Hopefully this works the way intended. Right, cool. We're glad that this works. Thank you so much for being a compliant audience. Okay. I guess this means we get to determine our first round. We're gonna go and do I think, how does this appear? We love to do entirely improv games where I have to think of these things on the fly. Yes, to select our opening game, we have to go spin the Wheel of Destiny. And everybody in the kind of like ghost, shadowy space audience says in like flat, droning monotone, Wheel of Destiny. And there is a spinning. Our first round is Mind Palace Trick Contest, and I think like gigantic roulette wheels just appear in space. No, they appear above the Earth, like close enough to the Earth where the people on that side of the planet can see these slot wheels like rotate round. The sheer like sound of the mechanics clanking inside it are absolutely deafening and unbearable. And manifesting on stage is like I think like a little dome, like a little glass dome, and inside of it has a what looks like a brain made of etched glass, and you can see inside it. It's got little kind of like crackles of electricity running around inside this electric brain inside the dome. You're going to be entering into this Mind Palace to compete in a trick attack extravaganza. Whoever has the highest scoring tricks at the end of the round will be winning. I hope that you've all practiced your routines in advance.
Oh no. For something like this, you've got to come up with something new. Something once in a lifetime.
Well, we'll see how that strategy pans out for you, Mandy. Other people were hard at research, and like she in the background is like nodding sagely, like, oh yes, I practiced for 3,000 years for this particular event. See, some people like to put the effort in. When you're ready, we'll be going at each person in turn to go and touch the Mind Palace, and then your trick environment will manifest. I think we'll take a detail from each of you about what like the trick environment looks like. So think of like, you know, when you do like a score attack in like Tony Hawk in like a video game, it's that kind of environment, right down to like big text manifesting above you when you do tricks and things like that. That's definitely one detail of this kind of like Mind Palace trick contest. Eidolon, what additional detail would you like to add to be true about what this particular event looks like?
I think what comes from Eidolon is sort of all-consuming darkness beasts. Sort of, you know, they love to consume. Who doesn't?
In a surprising parody with the 90s like live game show Gladiators, where they had the kind of like house bodybuilders to prevent the contestants from succeeding. One of which was called Wolf. So I guess one of the darkness beasts is literally, maybe literally just the actor Wolf from
Gladiators.
Yeah, Eidolon is just a huge fan of Attack the Block.
Yes, that kind of like, I get what you mean. Good movie. Attack the Block is a very good movie.
Great.
Diamond Debbie, what's another feature you want to add to this trick contest area?
You know, the last few years of Eurovision, the way that they've got the stage that's both reflective and also is like screens, you know, they actually put like art on the stage. I think it's got that kind of quality, but it's all like stars in the sky. So you got stars up above, stars on the back wall, stars on the stage. It kind of gives this ethereal quality of you being in the void of space.
Yeah, that there's an editable screen might be useful for somebody's performance. Who knows? Zzyphglyzze.
Let's do. How about? I feel like okay. So we have a void of space and all-consuming. So this is just darkness. Let's have a rainbow road, Mario Kart style.
Yeah. Okay, I dig that. I like that. Very easy to fall off if you power slide too hard, if you're power sliding. But the last by no means Mandy, what else are we adding to the Mind Palace trick contest?
Sentient clouds.
Stormy. Yes. I like that. I think it means I also have a reasonable idea for what kind of like music is going to be for this, because it's interesting for something that's really, because it's fully improv. I'm like, what kind of soundtrack am I going to have that could be usable into any opportunity? But these details have helped me decide. So we'll be in there. I think we have a good vibe for that. So yes, let's go down the order for this round. So Diamond Debbie, you're up first. When you're ready, please touch the Mind Palace cage.
Okay, well, she just, sidles up to it and touches it like it's gross, you know?
And you, I think we all see you kind of like, you know, when people represent people going into black holes, they suddenly like squish into a single point of light and stretch infinitely as they get towards them. That happens to like your physical form as you are blasted inside the Mind Palace, and you see this rainbow road stretching in front of you with this incredibly like high energy Y2K soundtrack behind it as your trick contest begins. So for when we're performing, you tell me what you do for your stunts, and for every I didn't talk about setting macros up for all of y'all, so we're going to do this for everybody as well. So you kind of describe what you do to impress the audience, and for every one of those traits that you have. So if you manage to integrate holographic skating or quantum true naming or being a loud and proud pretentious artist, you roll more dice the more tags you invoke in your roll. To do the roll, if you look at the roll 20, the tabs to the far right at the top, one of them is collection, which is like 3 lines in a row. You will see that there are 3 rolls available for you there: BBS Clash, BBS Roll, and BBS Twist. If you tick the little in-bar checkboxes next to each of those, it will then appear in a bar at the bottom of your screen, so you can just click that to activate those rolls. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yep.
Sick. Because it means that you don't need to worry about how many dice you're rolling. You can just say how many traits you're using, and it will do all that calculation for you. So, Diamond Debbie, tell me how you go and try and win the trick contest in like a sentence or two.
Okay, Diamond Debbie summons a few dozen humans from Earth, and they're set up along the Rainbow Road, and they are now entirely all a glitter. Everything is holographic. They're in their skates. Their elbow pads are holographic. Their helmet is holographic. There's giant stars on the top, on the sides, and they're not like, you know, human stars. They're actual stars stuck to the side of this helmet, right? And they do a very like Olympic level skating twirl, and then start building up speed down this road, right? And they just build it up, and it's really dramatic. Like, you think that the people who are lined up are actually like closer than they are, but you just get this like back and forth. Debbie's like building up speed, and then the people are getting closer, and you know, it's kind of, it gets to the point where it's almost comedic, and then they start just knocking people off the Rainbow Road, doing all kinds of like ice skating tricks, and like, you know, leg in the air, and they manage all the blinding thing, and then they make sure to get in a few bitchy looks at the camera, like, oh, this is easy.
Okay. I like the idea, the fact that you summoned people from Earth. You put them underneath actual stars, so they are burning to death while still your magic is keeping them alive. And then you knock them into the ether. I think we make the roll, in terms of the narrative, we're making the roll just before you're about to hit them, because we can then see how it happens on the other side if anything goes wrong.
Sure.
We're definitely using the tag of holographic skating. I definitely got that there. I think I can see the loud and proud, pretentious artist here. This is definitely big and showy. I definitely see that. Shall that be, is that a 2-trait roll then? Shall we go with that?
Sure. Okay.
So if you go and hit BBS roll,
Right.
and it'll
And
pull
then
up a
I
little
use-
menu for you, and then you say how many traits? 2. It's then going to ask how many drama points you want to use. Drama,
okay.
everybody has drama in this game. You all start with 2 drama, and drama is a resource that you can use to roll more dice. But you can also use it when you're arguing with each other backstage. There is a prize at the end of the game for the person who has the most drama. You can also use drama to re-roll everything if you're not happy with the result. So if it's like a do or die, you might want to spend all your drama to do that. So you have the option of spending some of your 2 drama in this roll if you would like.
Okay. I think I'm going to save it right now.
Cool. So make a 2 traits with 0 drama.
Uh-oh. Hang on, I'm going to do it again.
It's all good.
Submit. I have to actually type in 0. I just can't hit submit. There we go.
Okay.
16.
So instead of in this game, instead of looking at the totals, we see essentially how many successes and failures you got.
Right.
If you roll a 1 to 3, it doesn't give you any points, but it adds twist. It makes something go maybe wrong down the line that you might have to handle. If you roll 4s and 5s, you get 1 point. So with your 2 5s, you have 2 points. So this is currently a 2-point scoring attempt. But you have some twist here, so something might go wrong. I think one of the all of the people that you summon from Earth to be essentially your bowling pins are initially just standing there confused, but one of them suddenly realizes somehow they manage to understand the circumstances that they're in, and they're going to run away. It turns out that they know how to skate on Earth, and they might be trying to escape you. So you can either let that particular flaw go by, or you can roll twist, which is those 2 dice, and it might turn out really well for you, or it might turn out really poorly for you. This might remove the points that you've earned so far. So are you, in your routine, going to chase down this wayward human trying to escape?
100%. Debbie would never let this stand. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, then go and click roll BBS twist and roll with 2 dice.
Okay. 2. There we go.
A 1 and a 3. So a 1 is a -2, and a 3 is a -1. With your score of 2, this now puts you at a score of -1. So how does chasing this wayward human kind of ruin your routine?
I think that they get so close to the edge that Debbie actually stops, just loses attention on one of the other humans just enough. And they get someone's, like, you know, because there's like an ethereal wind going on all the time, right? So everyone's hair is flowing. I think someone just has really long hair and it blows in Debbie's face and they actually lose their footing and slide off the road.
Is there a kind of, what kind of video game sound effect do you make as you kind of fall off the side of the Rainbow Road?
It is the sound of crystals shattering.
Yeah, the judge panel, which basically looked like Fighting Polygon Team from Super Smash Brothers, like the N64 one. They all just kind of, their polygon heads shake disapprovingly, slowly, as you manage to knock so many of these humans into the infinite abyss, forever lost in the Mind Palace now. But you fell into the Mind Palace yourself, and it looks as if you are lost to the Mind Palace, and then you just remanifest back on stage again because you're infinite and cannot be destroyed.
Absolutely. Debbie cannot be stopped.
Debbie cannot be stopped. In the green room, and this is kind of a fun side mechanic that we'll tap into once. the people who are watching this performance have the opportunity to react to other people's performances, which I'll explain now. So in this round, everybody who hasn't had a performance yet can react in one of three ways. And once somebody's taken away, it can't be taken by anybody else. You can either go, I could do that better. There's something about the performance you intend to specifically perform better to show that person up. Gain +2 drama, but if you gain a lower score than them, halve your final score. Which is a little interesting if you can go into minus numbers. I might have to live patch that. Let's not think about that too hard. You can, that's my technique you stole. You're the one that invented that move. When you confront the thieving whelp, swap your art or magic trait with theirs. You both gain 1 drama. And insignificant. That contestant is no threat to you, and you'll let them know it. Gain an automatic +1 to your next score, but they gain +1 drama as they vow to prove themselves to you. So with that performance, does anybody in the gallery, in the green room, react in one of those 3 ways to that performance?
I was going to take the first one.
Absolutely. So Mandy sees that happen. Well, how do you react? Give me some diary room chatter.
It was flashy. It was well executed, but it didn't really use the things in the Mind Palace, did it?
Is that what you consider well executed? That was sloppy. Insignificant.
Oh, we're spending all of them now. Okay. Any thoughts, Eidolon?
Oh, this is 1 player per performance?
Let's see.
Wait,
Let me check.
Oh, I see.
Own.
Like we can. It's not. Got it.
So this kind of like rules out anybody from This means that Zzyphglyzze and Mandy can't react again to anybody else. And if Eidolon does choose an option, they can only choose that's my technique because the others are taken. But do you feel like taking that's my technique you stole, Eidolon, or are you just going to keep it quiet for now?
Yeah, I think this is just, there's probably like 2-second shot of her just like being perfectly still. Like...
It's awkward. Like just staring. It's like, Yes.
I'm definitely taking the pun significant, yes.
Fantastic. So, Diamond Debbie remanifest in the green room and hear these reactions from your fellow competitors. So, please do note, Mandy, that you have gained +2 drama, so you're now at 4. I'm not going to track your drama for you because I have other plates to spin. And Diamond Debbie, you gain +1 drama because you heard Zzyphglyzze say that your particular performance was insignificant.
Is that all you have?
She
I expected more
just...
from a being that's infinite years old.
Sorry, who are you?
I'm about to show you.
All right, then you're up, Zzyphglyzze. Let's go.
All right, so roll into the Mind Palace, and as soon as like the fur tendrils touch the glass, just get sucked in. Get sucked into the Mind Palace, and he's still rolling, like he's still keeping up that part. Sorry, I say they them. Kind of like I kind of like he they now because it's weird. Anyway, so it just starts like he keeps that rolling going into the performance, into the Mind Palace, and just starts like rolling on the Rainbow Road. And as he does so, he's like scooping up the Rainbow Road on his body like a fruit roll up. And then as the darkness beasts come to try and sabotage him, just unrolls it like a whip, smacks, and then the darkness beast explodes into less darkness, into little isotopes, which he as he keeps like whipping, whip, just grabs an isotope touches it to his tongue and starts naming off a bunch of different the elements that they're made of from the periodic table, and some that don't exist on the periodic table. And upon doing so, this energy bursts from within him, and he explodes nuclear style and creates a new supernova in this vastness of space, made entirely of the Rainbow Road crystals.
Ah, okay. I'm definitely getting the crystalline painting and nuclear true naming in there for sure.
Yes,
absolutely.
And definitely the glory hungry attention seeker. I shall name this galaxy Zzyphglyzze 2.
Ooh, okay. So go and hit the BBS
Should
roll.
I ever be defeated, it shall live on in my name and become me again.
Go and give me a BBS roll, please, with 3 traits. Will you be using any drama on this roll?
No, I don't believe I have to.
Okay.
There was an error with my formula.
Oh.
Hold on.
Did that...
Let's try again. Drama spent. Oh, because I have to put 0, probably. There we go.
Oh, big numbers.
That's a lot. Wow.
So 6s automatically explode and the thing handles it for you, which is really nice. You rolled a 4 and a 6. That's 2 points, but you have 5 points of twist coming up here. So I don't think this mind palace is like has the processing power to handle a supernova within it. And you might crash the brain server with what you're doing. So you're gonna have to be working really, really hard to maintain it for long enough for the judges to be able to see it properly. It now becomes a matter of strength and willpower to try and hold this supernova in place without it imploding. You can ollie out of the brain and then let the supernova collapse without dealing yourself any damage, or you can try and stick it out.
No, this is my offspring now. I have to protect it.
Okay, go and roll a BBS twist with 5 dice.
Oh no, this is going to be awful.
Not awful. So you started out with 2, -2, so you're on 0, and then you got another 2, so it's 2, 6. You did really well. It went really well.
And a plus 1 for Pa, insignificant.
So yes, you handled the twist. You started it out, and are now at 7 points. You created life within synthetic brain matter. The fighting polygon team judges all elicit a single clap, which is the highest praise they could possibly give. A single clap. Eidolon.
Hands to pop his fur collar.
Eidolon, do you react to this?
I'm gonna do I could do that better.
Actually, I think because I could do the better and Pa insignificant have been taken, the only option left to you for this round is that's my technique you stole. So you can choose to use that if you would like, or you can save it for the next round.
Ooh, I'm gonna use that because that's the works that I was thinking. I'm like, that's some odd creation. Making new things. It should be known. My techniques are well known. The creation of worlds is exclusively my territory.
And so
this
as
tries to attempt to show me up like this, absurd.
As Zzyphglyzze comes back into the green room, are you gonna get up in Zzyphglyzze's face about this technique that they apparently jacked from you?
I'm like, well, it would seem that this sort of dull creation of yours that sort of seems to require a lot of sort of boring steps sort of in the intermediary does seem to be taking somewhat of my work. I wouldn't have thought that your references to superior magicians than yourself would be necessary. Can you not stand on your own 2 feet?
Please go
Ooh.
ahead and beat my score, and we'll talk about whether I stole it or whether I just improved upon it.
Eidolon, would you like to go and take Zzyphglyzze's artistic expression or their magic, and you swap it with yours? So you lose access to your version of it, and you get what Zzyphglyzze has instead.
You know, I'm gonna stick with mine. I don't need that. I already do better with what I do.
I mean, the nature of that's my technique you stole is you swap
I do it anyway.
So
Well,
you
I'll
have to,
take
you,
that nuclear true naming.
you no longer have nuclear true naming, Ozzkore, Zzyphglyzze. That is now Eidolon's jam.
Got it.
Hold on.
So do I take quantum evocation?
Yes, indeed you do.
All right.
And I will update that on my side as well, so I don't get that wrong. Ugh. Fantastic. And we move. It's not even finally. We have 2 more rounds left. We're moving on to Eidolon. Go for your description of how you perform in the Mind Palace trick contest.
Okay, so Eidolon just sort of glides over sort of to the Mind Palace. I think they sort of have legs or don't, depending on how they feel. And she's, you know, she's having a time. She sort of just wanders over, just sort of like taps it, vanishes, is inside. And it's just sort of there. It's just sort of among all of this sort of grand nuclear explosion. And it's like, absurd. And then just perfectly still. Sort of all the sort of solar winds, ethereal winds come to a complete stop.
Ooh,
Sort of
I think the
moment of
music
perfect
stops as
stillness.
well. There we go.
And then you have this sheet goes just sort of there, and then a single note appears. It's hard to tell what it is. No one can tell, you know, what's going on. Who is it? What sound is this? It's not really one you've heard before. You know, something a bit new, something a bit fresh. And then that expands into 2, then 4, then 8, and 16, and we just have this sort of grand fractal chord sort of appearing. And as this happens, each of these sort of individual particles that have sort of now been created sort of start to shift, start to change, start to move around, start to be changed, gain new names, lose old names, lose new names, gain new names again, and then sort of creating this sort of enormous, briefly stopped by the original form of the Rainbow Road. Briefly, all the sort of darkness beasts appear, and then the sort of reform into a sort of this sort of you know, your giant kraken, your sort of enormous shadow beast from beyond the stars situation. And she just sort of turns around and with back to a single clear crystalline note shatters into nothingness again. And Eidolon is just sort of there in the nothingness of space, you know, sort of that sort of destruction is sort of really what she's used to, what she does. And then just sort of rotates to the camera and just sort of stares, and then everything cuts to black and she is back out again.
Okay. I definitely see Spooky Ooky Ice Queen and Angelic
Not out yet,
Vocal.
yeah.
And I got a little bit of that true naming. The names are appearing and disappearing at speed. We got you.
Putting it in there.
Yeah. Go and give me a BBS roll of 3 traits, please.
Yeah. I got 1 drama from there.
Would you like to spend drama on top? You have 2 already, and you have a bonus drama as part of your pool. Would you like to spend any drama on this roll?
I would like to spend 2.
Okay. So when it comes to that, you add 2, and it's going to add an additional 2d6 on the end of your roll as well.
Roll. How many traits? 3 traits. Spent. Drama spent. 2 drama.
Big numbers. So we have 3 points. Hold on. Is it 3? Yeah, you have 3 points and 6 twists. Okay, so how do I make this like well, enough of that. How do I make this twistier? Because that was a very long description. I think these things that you've brought into being and changed the names of and stuff. I think some of them, out of the infinite number of possibilities that they could be, one of them takes on the name of Eidolon Sea Disjunct, and you have created your nega self, and they might leave the Mound Palace before you and stake claim to your efforts if you do not stop them.
My gosh. Of course, there's a clash. I think some sort of singing contest.
Okay.
Posing.
Proving that you're the real Eidolon by. So you're gonna roll that 66 for the twist then. Okay. All right, let's go.
I'd love to.
I'm very excited to see how this turns out. This game is very swingy on purpose, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not that the maths are wrong, it's the maths are entirely correct in the way that's funny.
That's what makes it more exciting
Yeah.
and unpredictable.
Okay, so we have to go and do some math here very briefly. So you're at 3, then you lose 2, 1, 0, -1, and then you gain 4. So you're at 3. So you're not in the negatives. You're not in the negatives. You do come out the other side. How do you defeat your like anti-self by the skin of your teeth? Quickly, so we can move on to Mandy. Sorry that this has taken a little hair longer. Mandy will be with you in a second.
Maybe there's just a flash, and you assume that it comes out and it's her again, but who doesn't love a nega self? Who doesn't love a bit of drama?
Oh, yeah,
that twist landed out exactly on 0. So
yeah, you appear at the other side, and the audience can't quite tell which version of Eidolon Sea Disjunct it is. And they have a little bit of a moment of oohing and ahhing, and that came through very quiet on my end, but hopefully the audience heard it. And finally, closing out this round, we have Mandy.
Okay. So Mandy is going to step into the Mind Palace and look around at the utter devastation, the nothingness caused by Eidolon, and I'm gonna sort of swish my hand through the air and dredge out a soul fragment of one of the sentient clouds. I'm gonna cradle it, and smile beatifically to it, and then I'm gonna start slowly extracting from it threads, its source code, the reclaimed memory that once was a thing, and I'm going to weave it into a template. I'm going to connect it into the memories of the world that was, and then I'm going to look at it and sort of unfold it slightly, and then it sort of trickles outwards, recreating things as it goes. I've just set it in motion. The actual work is done by the code.
Okay. We got some digital high sorcery. That was definitely some pretentious artist shit right there. Sensuous weaving. I think this is a 2-trait roll. I think. Yeah, go and give me a 2-trait roll, please. Would you like to add any drama to that roll?
I'll keep it.
Save it for the next round, I understand.
I think there was sensuous weaving. There was the threading of the intimate.
Okay, yeah. No, I definitely. I can understand that too. My bad. Please make it 3 traits.
That's where I was trying to bring it in.
There's the cradling.
A tip. Keeping your, even though these are infinitely powerful beings and very, very fancy, shorter descriptions make it easier for me to process the particular things you're hitting. Big rolls. Let's see here. So we have 3 points of twist, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 score. So you have a score of 5 currently,
Yeah.
plus 3 twist. So these unfolding, replicating clouds. Let's see. How does that maybe go wrong?
I'm thinking perhaps that like the reclaimed memory is already in use by something else, and it starts like a chain reaction. As, like,
yeah.
Things that aren't supposed, that things other people brought in get woven in.
You the problem with giving a neural network bad data is that it's going to iterate on that bad data and come up with some horrendous garbage unless you tell it to stop doing that. So it's starting to pick up on some of the other performance bits from the other performances since you're going last, and it's starting to maybe corrupt the nature of the algorithm that you've programmed. This particular result might not end up as pretty on the other side. Do you take the twist?
What I'm going to do is, instead of backing off from the twist, I am going to pour into it. Attempt to make something beautiful out of this garbage. Because if I can spin dross into gold, well, you know.
Yeah, we'll go and roll that 3d6 for twist, baby.
Oof.
So that is -2, -3, back to 2. It's now your final score is now 3 rather than 5. It's now 2 rather than 5. 3 rather than 5. I can count. It's important that I, as an AI, can count. It's very important. Yeah. So you have a final score of 3. Good. So we have our final scores. Did people write down their final scores? Because I absolutely fucking didn't. One of you had 7, and that was very important to remember.
I'm at 0.
Oh. You're at 3. Okay. Right. So
no, I'm at.
you might. I think you might
hang on
have
a
been.
second.
-1.
So points and drama are separate things, right?
Yes. Your drama
so I'm
is
at
something.
-1 points. And I'm at +3 drama.
Excellent.
Or I'm at 3 drama. Okay.
You can use drama in other bits and pieces, so do not worry.
Okay.
But yes, with that final, it seems that we've seen all our performances. Fantastic. So we're going to go and reveal the scores. We've got this tune going up for it. Yeah. In first place at the moment, we have Zzyphglyzze with 7 points. And the audience, the cosmic audience, scream, flail around. They're waving like K-pop, like light sticks, but it's covered in fur. And unfortunately, our player in last place is unfortunately Diamond Debbie. But you do get a parting prize. I haven't set what the parting prize is. I'm gonna let the audience. You decide. What is the thing that they could have won? What is the kind of like parting prize that Diamond Debbie gets? But don't worry, Diamond Debbie, you're not entirely out of the running. You get to be absorbed into the judging panel, and the fighting polygon to celestial thread mixing bowl. Yes, you get a celestial thread cooking set. As that is like manifests out of the heavens like a 3D printer is like placed in your hands. And do you have any last words before you're absorbed into the judging panel?
I think, to be honest, I think Debbie does the equivalent of the turn the cameras off, walk away, by just glowing so brilliant that you can't see them at all. And all you hear is just the stomping of celestial roller skates in the opposite direction.
As you kind of like try to head towards the green room, you like see a tiny little polygon nub like land on your shoulder, and then you kind of turn around and face the judges in the face, and then suddenly you're part of the judges. Like you kind of had a moment of just melded consciousness as the whole thing, and you are now part of the judging panel. So you'll be helping to judge the next round, Diamond Debbie. You'll be helping to also dictate who hero and villain edit.
Debbie is just as good at judging as they are at Celestial Roller Derby. So
marvelous.
we're all good.
Back in the kind of like in the green room. Let's go and have. Yeah, we've got some proper vaporwave shit in the green room while everybody's taking a moment off. And the director of the show, known as A Light in the Void, who was the previous King of Space, they have to run the show to determine the next King of Space. And they're the only King of Space in recorded history to have survived the tenure without being torn apart by the other potential infinite beings. So they kind of come up to the 3 remaining contestants and be like, I suppose good job. It was all really impressive and stuff. It made me really happy to see your talents. Thank you.
Oh, it's good to see you. I liked.
Yeah. And he kind of like puts his hand behind his neck in the kind of like embarrassed. So the presenter told me that to make sure that we all finish on time, you need to be a little less flashy. Or whatever in the next round. So I'm sorry. I want you to be as flashy as you possibly can, but apparently we don't have the time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. And he looks absolutely crestfallen about having to give you this news.
There's a beauty in subtlety. Some people can't see it.
Yeah. And the door to the green room kind of kicks in and Caster marches in. Right, are you losers ready for the next round? I am. Where is my latte? Where is my latte? I've demanded a dark matter space latte, and I swear to God, if the runner doesn't, and it just like hard cuts to commercial mid rant, and we're going to be taking a 5-minute break, everybody, to go and rehydrate and give ourselves a stretch. And when we return, we'll be back for part 2. So don't touch that dial, everybody. We'll be right back. Goodbye.